Alright, hello and welcome to something a little bit different today, actually. I usually leave news to other people because there are a lot of other YouTubers who cover it, but I'm going to be talking about a little bit of it today. Now, we just had some new Synchro and XYZ monsters announced, these two here. This one a level 3 Synchro and this one a rank 1 XYZ, obviously. And that's interesting because, as most of you know, rank 1 XYZs really don't have that much power. There's Doulahan, there's Assembly Nightingale, there's Princess Sprite, there's a few good things in there, but, not much compared to a lot of the other rank pools, especially rank 4. And I'm mostly going to be focusing on him today. Now, let's go to his description down here. Now, it is Disdainful Bird of Paradise, that's a pretty good name. It'll probably get changed over here, but it's obviously rank 1 winged beast effect monster. Jesus, I can't talk. I'm bad at what I do. But its attack and defense are 0, which, I guess a little bit old for rank 1s because we have so many that are weak. Like, obviously, Princess Sprite's 1800, and that's fantastic. But we have so many that are 0 or 100 or just really weak and awful stat lines, even though you are, putting a lot of monsters into them. And, rank 1s are almost even harder to get out than rank 4s a lot of the time. But the first part of this effect is, all the time, it is unaffected by other cards' effects. So that's good. You can, plop it in defense. Your opponent can't cast out, things like that. And that works well with its second effect, which is once per turn, which is a quick effect. You can detach 2 XYZ materials from this card. For the rest of this turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, you take no battle damage from attacks involving this card. So you don't even have to put it in defense. You can leave it in attack, put it right there, and for a turn, this card can stall. Now that's good, but rank 1 already has Utopia Roots. They already have Assembly Nightingale. Like, rank 1 already, in Downward Magician, like, the rank 1 pool already has a lot of stall cards, and they're giving us even more, which is just really interesting. And I'll put it up on screen right now. But Assembly Nightingale does almost the exact same thing as this card. They each have an effect where you can detach XYZ materials, and then for the rest of the turn, they can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, and you take no battle damage from attacks involving the card. Now, the Assembly Nightingale is worded a bit differently, but it works out the same exact way with the second effect. The only thing this thing does better is it's unaffected by card effects, so it can't be castelled, things like that, although usually in Liga Colosina, you're making your Assembly Nightingale untargetable anyway. But it's just very interesting that we essentially, an Assembly Nightingale doesn't even detach 2, and you can make it with any number of level 1s. So you can make it with 3, install for 3 turns. With this, only buys you 1 turn. Obviously, it's a little bit better, but... And then Assembly Nightingale can poke directly and stuff. It's just very interesting because they made a card like something we already have. Like, extremely similar to something we already have. And obviously, it fills a slightly different role and, more of a different situations, but it's so similar to something we already have. It's they need more. Like, if the rank 1 pool just had even a targeting destruction, that's what this should be. Even if it was a 0/0, like anything, if they could just target and destroy something, that would be so much better for the rank 1 pool. There's a lot of cool, interesting rank 1 decks. Well, not a lot, but there's a lot out there. I keep saying a lot, but there's some out there, and it'd be nice to actually give them something, especially now that we're under links. And that's even more interesting with this is if you don't bring out a link monster first, this is all you're gonna have. Like, you can't make this and something else. You're just gonna be stalling out on this boy for a turn. I guess it works. You can plop in your zone, stall for a turn. You kind of get 2 turns out of it, but. It's not sitting right with me. It feels like it should be something else. Like, they need something else. Art-wise, it's pretty cool. It's not super jokey, but it has some character to it, which is nice. With the food tipped over there and it's looking away and he's trying to pet and stuff. It has character to it, which is nice. And then this guy over here, that's some pretty nice artwork right there, especially compared to some things we've seen recently. So I obviously think it's gonna see use. It's a good card, but it's just not what the rank 1 pool needs, and that's a shame given the rank 8 pool and the rank 4 pool and all these amazing rank pools there are. And also, like, the pools usually fit. Like, rank 4, it's a toolbox. Every deck has level 4s almost, so it can do, you know, a lot of different things. Rank 8, it's a very powerful toolbox. It has stun, it can hit hard, it does a lot of things, but it has that power, which is fitting. In rank 10, you know, it has like rank 10's like insanely powerful. The Gustav Max, like the instant burn. Dora can make itself unaffected, and like they feel like they fit. And I guess with level 1s, weaker monsters that stall fit, but like I don't know. It'd also be cool if they could kind of like they could work that as a theme where like there are these like a little rank 1 guy, something like super small that can like pop a monster on the field, like that fits. Like you look at him and go, oh, he can't do anything, but then he gets you. I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling at this point, but yeah, it's definitely a cool card and something new, but it's just a shame that it's not what they needed at all. Anyway, I guess that's it. This is something I don't normally do, so I'm not super great at it, but I hope I gave you guys a good idea of what this card is and what I was talking about today. If you like this and like the other stuff I do and want to support me, I do have a Patreon, and even if you just gave, even if you have just $1 a month to give, that would help me out so much and bring me even closer to actually making YouTube my job, and it's my dream, and it's something I'd love to do, and it would just help me make better content for you guys anyway. There's no pressure to actually support me on there. If you just have some extra, it would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you're looking to have a nice community to chill and chat and duel and things like that, there's now a Professional Gamers Discord, TPS, the Professional Server, which I'll link down in the description. We have a decent amount of people in there now, around 15 or so after the first day. And so far, it's just been a really cool place to hang out, chat, talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Among other things. So if you're looking for something like that, I'll have a link to that down in the description along with the Patreon. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.